I have so many save files. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? I'm gonna be eating candy, so you're gonna have to deal for a second with all the sounds that go with eating candy.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Hold on. Oh, not the button I meant to press. We gotta change. Hold on. We gotta change outfits. Let's go with. I mean, I don't want to do the same thing as always. Oh, yes, I do. Because this helps me. Hey.
Another body, and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college
right
tuition
here.
for?
Nope, not. That's not.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
That door's locked. Excuse me, everyone. Aha, here's the exit.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine.
Let's go to the rail yard first.
Where are we headed?
Trying to get rail. What? Who?
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was
Good
identified
job
by the
parking the
school's
fucking railroad.
groundskeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
You boys ready? Follow me.
No shit, what? Well, it turns out I'm still not the one driving, so. Home.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in.
Jesus
I
Christ,
came down
chill,
here to
bud.
make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Let's see. Yep,
Smell?
that's a dead body.
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell. But it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was
See,
inebriated.
so, hold on. Here's resting. You can tell which controller I'm using because it's automatically going to that direction. And over here. Ring's been stolen.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of
Dude,
bare
look at that
fingers
fucking part of the
recently.
railroad, like the screw.
Can
It's
you be
clearly
more
just
exact
2D.
about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Let's start all the way over here.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
Oh, isn't it? No, it's not. Hello, thank you. Okay, game, you want me to move it around a bunch? Move it there. Oh.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her. Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Blink. And what's this other thing?
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole.
Why is that?
Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Oh. Hey, that thing was good until Halloween, 1941. Hell yeah.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Let's do a fucking sick jump. Hell yeah. So how's your day today?
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
We're stealing this car.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going? You read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
They want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
I'm glad you're awake.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Bum 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 bum. I am a sleepy boy.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I going to get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are going to leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Let's check him out. No, I said X, please. Thank you.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
And the shaft.
Does this mark mean anything?
It means it's 22
Oh, Mark.
carats, you fucking stupid.
Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium
But he liked
height,
books.
medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
Me too.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Alright.
Can you drive to
Next
this
stop.
one?
Liquor store.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Hell, please drive. Get in the fucking car, you dingus.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Kirk is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers?
Oh
mister?
yeah, she's the one that had
Robbins.
the book in the back.
Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
There we go, and through here.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
I don't think I need.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Dude, I definitely I fucking hate my body because I'm like, well, I have
Rollins
tomorrow off,
bowling
so I could
alley. Maybe
stay
Evelyn
up
did
late.
something other than
But
drink in her spare
alternatively,
time.
fucking going to bed whenever.
Rollins.
sounds
I know
fucking
that place.
fantastic.
Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
Nothing says good person like walking all over a dead person's bed.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
She wasn't always such a loner.
There's more here. Oh shit, there's something inside the book, correct?
And
There
she
it
was
is.
borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
That's it. Boom. And Grover McCaffrey is who we meet at the bar. Look at me fucking doing. Oh shit.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit to pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Are you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
I'm gonna switch into
How many
sweatpants.
people will be sad she's gone? I'll be one of the few.
Sorry for your loss.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
And bad cop.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him.
Sweatpants.
What I gather, the feeling was far from mutual.
Oh, by the way, I hope you know
He
this,
seems
but
to
we're taking
peddle
a
a
nap when we get
revolutionary
back.
stance, fixing
Tomorrow,
the ills of
from
society.
picking you up from work, because I'm waking up
see
at
how it
like
would
10,
appeal to down
so
and
that I
outs
can.
like Evelyn.
I could probably push it to 10:30. But
Thanks
so
for
that
your
I
help,
can be at
Mr.
Kyle's
Robbins.
No
by
problem.
11, so we can do podcast stuff.
Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
So
Put in a call to the watch
we should
commander
be
at
back
Central Station,
here
Mr. Robbins.
from
We'll be
picking
trying
you
to
up,
reach the next of kin.
depending on
Thanks.
when I get to leave.
Get the guy, huh?
Between 3 and 4.
Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Because, don't get me wrong, I'd love to be able to pick you up when you actually get out at like 2. But it probably... Oh shit, am I driving myself? Fuck. It will probably be,
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
closer to...
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
2:33.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
I'll let you know if things change. Haha. I hate how every game has different driving controls. But I'll let you know if things change and I end up being able to pick you up from
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide.
from
We
your
need to ask
place,
you some questions concerning Evelyn
from your work.
Summers.
I'm Walter
But-
Mensch. Evelyn Summers?
Considering how
What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn.
how
She's a pain in the
it takes,
ass. Always coming
let's
in
say, a
here,
half hour to
cadging
record,
drinks. Never
hour
had
and a
any
half
money.
to
It was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
watch whatever
I
you
don't know.
watch.
I think she was
That's
living
2
rough.
hours right
She
there.
had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
And he's probably
A
gonna
bunch
want
of
to hang
these
out at least
guys.
a little bit.
Ask her
so-
out.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
I have the book.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
How do you like these aces?
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it.
What an asshole.
I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey. You're behind the wheel.
That side,
And where exactly are we going?
To the bowling alley. Even if this only ends up being a half hour, I'm still probably just gonna call it with this one. Maybe I'll do some Spider-Man.
Car 11K, car 11K.
Oh, okay. May I ask why? Okay. That was weird. And for the record, if I do decide to, because like, there are 7 days now until Jedi Fallen Order comes out, if I'm doing the math correctly. Nope, I'm driving, thank you. Technically, I have Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale game, that I could play in a stream leading up to then, and I might. I was gonna do Batman, but I won't have time to finish both Season 1 and Season 2. Oh, God. So, we'll see what happens. Because what I might do is do at some point, do Season 1 of Telltale Batman, play a different game, and then play Season 2. Where it's like, yeah, it's broken up a little bit, but... Whoops. In most media, seasons are broken up. It says we have 2 viewers. I wonder who that other one. Is it Robbie? Is it King?
Is he the cop they've been talking about on the radio?
Is it my long-lost twin?
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pink and Carruthers.
That went to the war, you know, the war. It was just called The War, because it was the first one.
Goddamn wedding.
Oh, they left. They did not like my fucking stupid commentary.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Tarleton didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
I just saw a video of
Yeah, the
Chip
bum took a
Zdarsky,
swipe at
and
me. Put him
it's
down.
the first time I had heard him talk, and his voice just didn't sound how I expected it to, if I'm being honest.
Operator, message for KGPL.
I want to
Putting you through now.
You know you made it if you can get that.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Let me pose a question.
I don't
Pen,
want this to get taken down
what
for
you got
copyright.
to do with? Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch from the slammer ever found out.
Here, no, we're getting out of the car. Okay, maybe we're not. Okay, I can just keep talking. Just gotta keep. There we go. Fucking thank God.
Hello, Rusty. 2 on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. Stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Hey, how bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Hi, it's me.
Tiernan! LAPD!
See, I have to imagine that he's not the culprit, based solely on the fact that, this was one of the second locations it gave me, if I remember correctly. Like, it wasn't the crime
What are you
scene, but it
waiting
was
for? Get
fucking,
after
like,
him.
the next
We might go
spot that I
faster
could
if we
have
weren't
visited
carrying
if I
the
wanted.
extra weight.
Implying that,
These are
I could
flashy
have
cars to be
finished
parked
this,
outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living
fucking case
individual with money to burn.
in like 10 minutes.
Or a
if I
middle-aged
knew
individual
exactly
with the
what
need
do.
to feel virile.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps. Here we go.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
What do you think I'm trying to do? I'm trying to bust his whole fucking car. I'm trying to bust his...
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
He's going through the square.
I hope the people see him in time to get out of the way.
Whoop. Come on, Phelps, you're losing that little weasel.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
There we go, we're good.
What if they run because someone's setting them up? Because they feel like the deck is stacked against them?
Don't make up ridiculous stories for them, detective. Leave that to the perp's imagination.
What do you think it is? Yep, I see it.
And that is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
I like to imagine that I just saved him, so we're fine.
Show me your hands! You can drive.
Stealing his fucking car.
And where exactly are we going?
We're going to McCaffrey's apartment.
Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
It's all right, as long as he doesn't kill us. I'm okay with it.
Wait, was that just dialogue from the car chase? Ah, shit, yeah, I didn't catch his apartment. No, thank you. Apartment number 6.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Move, 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 move. Thank you. Far wall. Oh, that's 8. That's 7. Where the fuck is 6? You said oh, fuck. Might be. Hell yeah, look at you, finally. Oh, that's not a good look.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Hell yeah.
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that.
Let's just keep going.
Citation, at least.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
He started saying that before I even passed him. He must have fucking real good eyesight.
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
Whoop. We're good. And up and over. Okay, at least it looks like his partner's at the
You a runner, McCaffrey?
That's a
Stay and
fucking
fight the
car
good
already.
fight.
But he's not getting in the car for whatever goddamn reason. There we go, now he's in. He's around the car. Come on.
Give it up, LAPD!
Alright, this is where I can catch him. Come on. Come on, I'm so fucking close.
Don't make
Why
me
isn't it letting
chase
me
you!
do the fucking little sprint thing. There it goes. I'm fucking rapidly tapping it. What do you want, game?
Lock
Okay.
him up. Throw away the key.
Yep, okay. That
Can't we
fucking
talk
scream.
about this?
Ow. I did it. I'm glad.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. I don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is
Dude,
exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
So
I'll
they've
hold you
said
to
in the
that.
past that WandaVision or whatever the fuck the Scarlet Witch Envision TV series is going to be, they've said that it connects to the Doctor Strange movie, which is fine. And now they're saying Loki is going to connect to the new Doctor Strange movie, which is also fine. But I saw it, granted, this is from one source, so I don't know how reliable they are. But they said that, fucking, what's his face? Fuck, what's his fucking name? Kevin Feige. They said that Kevin Feige said that, you're gonna have to watch the Disney Plus series.
You sure you can make
if
it
you
stick
want
with
to,
one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan,
keep
sir.
up to date with the
Jameson is
like if
aberration.
you want to follow the
All right.
MCU going forward.
I'll deal with that.
Like it's going to be
degraded
necessary
lunatic
viewing,
myself.
and I'm like,
He's
fucking.
got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one.
Not only are
McCaffrey's
we going to make us pay
I want the confession from one of them.
$15 a ticket to see
Don't
all
fail
these
me,
goddamn
folks.
movies, you also want to charge us monthly so that
Yeah,
we
I'm
can
thinking of moving up to a 40.
fucking follow your story. It's fucking stupid. If it impacts it in a small way, that's one thing. Hello, fellas. Alright. If it connects in a small way, that's one thing. But if, like, I have
You ready
to watch
to answer
them,
some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're clearly lying.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
The fucking bloody tire iron from the rail yard.
You're going to have to do better than that, detective.
I beefed it. I beefed it.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I
I
knew
don't
you would
believe
think
he
it was
did
me.
it, though, is the thing, so...
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Cool.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
'Cause you were the last one to see her alive?
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this.
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Boink.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
Intuition, remove an answer.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but You know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Oh, fuck, you're lying.
You're lying, Tiernan. You've been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left! That was it!
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. But she would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, and McCaffrey was a hero. McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Point. Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
I don't want to charge him, but like, if I fucking charge the, oh wait, hold on.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key. A present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Jesus Christ. Man, they had murderous cops back then too, huh?
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Well, you did.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Yes.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Oh, fuck, I'm running all over the place for these people.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Oh, wait, hold on. I can use the phone? Why? For what purpose?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Okay, bye, partner.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks for your help.
Hell yeah. Alright, McCaffrey.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man.
Alright,
I came back here determined to change things.
Deep.
All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, we know that's not true now.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Going all the way down.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Oof. Take that as a fucking...
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you
a
with the
fucking
murder of
confession.
Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse. And neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
Cool. And that's that one. That's probably all I'm gonna do tonight, if I'm being honest, because like I said, I'm very sleepy. There's nothing like I super want to play right now, so tomorrow, I think starting Monday, maybe Sunday, I'll do Guardians of the Galaxy's Telltale game. And then the next 2 days, or Friday, Saturday, I don't know what I'll play. Maybe Resident Evil 6, maybe Star Wars Battlefront. Who the hell knows? Not me. Anyway, bye. And if I feel like playing anything later today, I'll play probably Spider-Man, but I don't know if that's gonna happen at all. Anyway.